What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Omega Mark and we back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something a little different. So if y'all didn't know, I am a huge Jurassic Park fan. Huge Jurassic Park fan. I have watched every movie, played the games, read the novels. I love Jurassic Park. I mean, big giant dinosaurs, T-Rex, everything. How could you not like it? I mean, even as a kid, I watched Jurassic Park so much, I had a reoccurring dream that I was being chased by a T-Rex through my aunt's house. And every single time I would have to, it would look in the window, I would have to duck, I would have to hide, and I would run all across the house doing this. And there was this reoccurring nightmare that I had all the time. Or the other nightmare where I would be in the middle of a field and I'm having to run full speed away from the T-Rex.
You're a fucking dirty nigga.
But every time I run, he teleports to the other end. I have to run the other way. So I watched Jurassic Park so much to the point where it gave me nightmares. But I don't care. I still watch it to this day. But anywho. Done talking about my childhood trauma. Yeah, so what I want to talk about in this video today, man, is that it's just how bad Jurassic Park has been drug through the mud, and how bad Jurassic World had the potential and then killed it all the way up to Rebirth. So let's start with the first three Jurassic Park movies. We got Jurassic Park, we got Jurassic Park 2.
Know what I'm saying?
All of that. Those movies were amazing to me. I loved them. They were awesome. Jurassic Park is my #1 favorite, but I do have a big soft spot for number 2. Number 2 was awesome. Number 2 was absolutely awesome. I loved it. I did not like the scene at the end where the T-Rex got into San Diego and he went and wrecked havoc and all that. I mean, I felt like that was kind of what Jurassic World Dominion tried to build off of, and I didn't really care for it too much. It was okay. It just really wasn't my favorite thing. But other than that, I really did love that movie. I thought those movies did a very good job. I have absolutely no notes for Jurassic Park. None. The first one, none. The second one, like I said, I felt like they kind of took away how exclusive it was to go to Isla Sorna. How exclusive it was to go to these islands with these dinosaurs. I felt like they made it more of a kaiju horror film with dinosaurs coming out, and they were, running across the city and all that type of stuff. So that's the only thing I didn't like about 2. I didn't like Nick. If you know Nick, you know who I'm talking about. I felt like he was actually kind of a villain. I've always felt that way, because when I saw old buddy take them bullets and he dropped them, and it turns out they was from Roland's gun. You sabotage your entire camp, but that's another video for another day. Nick was a villain. I'm sorry, and so was Dr. Hammond, a straight villain. But I mean, come on, how could you not like Jurassic Park? I mean, Julianne Moore, love Julianne Moore, one of my favorite actresses of all time. They did a very great job. So did Jeff Goldblum. Love Ian. All right. Now, number 3 was also very good. I like the Spinosaurus. Notes for number 3 either. I really don't. I enjoyed it. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Now let's get to Jurassic World.
Yeah, baby. I want to. You suck.
Jurassic World absolutely sold me. They sold me on a dream. Jurassic World sold me, because when I first watched it in 2015, I was like, all right, let's see what they do.
This some old bullshit.
Once we start introducing hybrid dinosaurs, that's when we That's why that's when I felt they got away from the sincerity, from the purity of these animals, these creatures, these beasts, these dinosaurs. I felt like they got away from that, but I understood, you know, regular dinosaurs weren't filling the seats. They wasn't putting butts in the seats anymore, so they needed a new way to somehow get engagement. I get it. They was out here early clip farming just with dinosaurs. So I understand it. I totally understand it, but I felt like they got away from the purity of what Jurassic Park was. They are dinosaurs. They have been brought back from millions of years. They are everything that we have ever dreamed of, have ever wanted, and now we get to see them up close. They are no longer gone. When you bring a genetic hybrid dinosaur in, okay, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. But then when we seen Owen Grady,
Luke, use the Force.
I was like, if only they had that when they were running and they messed up and ran into the Raptors nesting grounds in number 2. Yeah, when Roland's gun didn't shoot because of Nick, by the way. If only they had that technique, they probably could have survived. When I saw that, I was like, I don't know if that goes, but all right, does that really track? I guess. Okay. But yeah, I felt like it could have been better, but I didn't hate it too much. I was excited for the next one. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. We have another genetic hybrid dinosaur. It's called the Indoraptor. Okay, we got the Indoraptor. Cool concept. I liked it, you know, very, very much more of a horror type film. The way that it was stalking Maisie, that was scary. I'm not gonna lie, that was very scary. But Blue ultimately beating it, thought it was kind of appropriate, but again, I felt like they got away from the genesis of the purity of what dinosaurs are, like what it was. You know, we'll forever have that last image of the Brachiosaur in the heat, right? Dying from and stuff, and Claire and Owen and all of them being sad and crying and stuff. So we'll forever have that image, but
Oh, little tank.
to see Owen get shot with a tranquilizer dart, and he's still somehow able to move, didn't make much sense to me. All right, I guess, like, I felt like it could have been. I mean, yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. Yeah, he shouldn't have died. But the plot armor on that man is ridiculous. Batman should take notes. But yeah, they were able to get there, and they somehow was able to get Maisie, and they, you know, had the little I've always called them Dumbledore dinosaurs. They got big dome heads. Can't remember their names for some reason. Busted through the cell, and that's how they were able to escape and all that. And then Maisie releases them into the wild. And I felt like right then and there, it just kind of went straight downhill, because now you've pigeonholed yourself in a direction that you did not have to go, because you went away from the purity of what Jurassic Park was. Now, you could say, hey, let's look at this objectively. They can go a million different ways with this. Did they go the right way? No, they did not. They did not. And the one line I've always hated,
I had to. They're alive. Like me.
Man, shut your...
they're alive, just like me. Pardon me, excuse me.
Claire, you press that button, there is no going back.
Yeah, you different from them. You ain't gonna eat the first person you see. So I felt like they pigeonholed themselves, because now they have no choice but to take this route and to make it more than what it is. But of course, we see they failed. Let's get to the next movie, which is Jurassic World Dominion. I had such high hopes for this, but I should not have. I shouldn't have. I really should not have had such high hopes for this movie, because guess what it did? It let me down. Owen, Claire, and Maisie, they are living off the grid, and Maisie is not happy because she wants to go out and do things, but she don't understand the gravity of she can't be seen, because people are they're looking for her. They're looking for Maisie Lockwood. They are looking for this girl. What she do? She go into town. She ends up getting taken by these people. Okay, they get her. Somehow Blue ends up in their territory. Okay, somehow Blue ends up there. They take Blue's baby as well. Owen is like, I'm gonna get your baby back. Blue's like, well, you better. So they go on this journey. Meanwhile, hold on, I can't believe I forgot this. Owen was somehow able to throw a loop around this dinosaur's neck and hold it. How was Odin? I mean, he might be Odin at this point. He's Star-Lord. How are you able to hold this dinosaur? You should not have been able to do that. That thing should have swung you so far. You should not have been able to do. They go on this journey, and somehow they end up meeting this very nice pilot in a ruthless world of sellers and traders and bidders and mercenaries and just bad people. And they meet the one shining light, which so happens to be a nice black woman, who I feel like should play Storm eventually. That's just me. But they meet her and they try to go get Maisie back, and turns out it's not just Claire, Owen, and Maisie and their whole team from Jurassic World. Now we got Alan, and we got Ian back, and we have Ellie Sattler. We got all of them back. The freaking locusts, they don't eat biosyn seed. Okay, the locusts are eating the entire world's food supply. And so now they got to figure out how to save the world while also saving Maisie, and they all end up coming in contact. Now you got this big smorgasbord of nostalgia and fairly new nostalgia, and they're all meeting together, and we have all these great people that we have seen and loved over the years, and now they have to figure it out. Well, what is the thing at the end of this movie that you may be expecting? Are you expecting another, I don't know, genetically hybrid made dinosaur? If that's what you're expecting, you're wrong. You're wrong. That's not what happened. It ends up being just a straight up classic slobber knocker with, you get a T-Rex, a Giganotosaurus, and a Therenzanosaurus. They fight at the end of the movie, and that is how the group there are able to escape. All right, I guess I have no problem with it. Okay. Now let's get to Jurassic World Rebirth, what I feel like is going to bury the franchise. Everything about this movie could have been great, but I felt like they were pigeonholed as well. They're trying to figure out how to get by with the dinosaurs being released all over the world, and turns out now they're running to the equator because that's the only way they can survive and all this stuff. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose, because we saw in Jurassic World Dominion the dinosaurs were surviving in the frigid cold in the winter. But okay, so that kind of kills your point. Then I'm not even going to talk about the movie. I'm just going to talk about two things that irritated me. Three things that irritated me. Number one, let's get out of the way. Duncan should have just died. I mean, I know people wanted him to live, but he should have just died. That undid all the seriousness, all the sadness, and the big moment of him dying. What was the point of that? The second thing I want to talk about was the T-Rex not just eating them, slowly going behind them, just letting them escape in the freaking floaty, in a floatable raft. Somehow they survived that encounter. That should not happen. And then we get to the D-Rex. Another genetically hybrid dinosaur, stealing the purity of Jurassic Park, these beautiful animals that went extinct. This thing barely killed anybody. It barely had any screen time. The big bad dinosaur that was supposed to be the big bad barely killed anybody. The one rule about a Jurassic Park movie that I have always loved, at the end of that movie, whether it be a Spinosaurus, whether it be whatever, a T-Rex is supposed to hunt and murder and kill multiple people. And it did not do that. We barely had any T-Rex activity in the movie. The D-Rex did not do anything. It didn't do anything. It was a waste. It was pointless. And I really feel like they could have had some gold with the Jurassic World trilogy going into Rebirth. And they squandered it. They absolutely squandered it. All for the reasons I just told you. But yeah, man, those are just my thoughts on it. I just had to riff on this because I've been holding it in and I just wanted to talk about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you love Jurassic Park as much as I do, go ahead and drop a dinosaur emoji down in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next upload. I love y'all. God bless you. Peace.